My goal is to help IRA and 401k investors pay lower taxes, save more money, and build a better retirement. To do that, I design a set of retirement tax planning strategies based on each client's specific situation. Like I said in section 1, the big problem is that your CPA isn't talking to your family attorney, and your family attorney isn't talking to your insurance agent, and your insurance agent is typically not talking to anyone on your financial advisory team, and for sure your investment guy is most always talking to himself. And again, I know this because I've been an investment advisor for a long time. I've also been a State Farm agent. Also, I was born on April 15th, tax day. My first son was born on December 31st, which means I never even changed a diaper, but I got to take a full deduction. My second child was born on October 15th, which is the filing deadline, tax filing deadline for corporations. So all that to say, when I set up Bayrock, I wanted to be able to deliver smarter strategies and better results, and I knew that taxes were the key. The only way to do that, though, is to coordinate with each of the financial specialists involved in your financial life. So the Bayrock platform allows us to collaborate in our efforts to manage, monitor, and update your financial plan. So just imagine that you're already a Bayrock client and you want to make sure you're on track for your financial goals. So it's time to prepare for your annual meeting, your annual review meeting. In the next few minutes, I'll give you a brief overview of your private wealth care portal so you can get a virtual tour of how it works. I'm really happy with our dashboard because it allows you and me to view your assets, liabilities, account allocations, and most importantly, it helps us track your progress toward your financial goals. By putting it all in one place, we help to simplify your financial life. The platform works best when you link all of your financial institutions, which allows all of your account information to flow into your dashboard so that it updates on a regular basis. Ideally, your net worth page will track all of your financial information, providing you with an accurate and up-to-date accounting of all your assets and liabilities in real time. And you'll also be able to track the historical balances of your net worth, assets, liabilities, and investments. Once you've linked your bank and credit card accounts, your expenses automatically flow into this budget section. This allows you to view, and us also, organize and track your expenses, and it makes it super easy to create and manage a budget. You can easily view the percentage allocated to each of your spending categories and your budget in relation to your actual spending. Budgeting doesn't require much effort on your part, but as you probably know, our planning recommendations are always based on you continuing your current lifestyle expenses throughout the life of your financial plan. We've always tried to kind of ballpark your lifestyle spending. Now our platform provides an accurate reflection of your actual spending, which enables us to compare your actual spending with the number that we're using in your financial plan to make projections. We also have this task section, and this is where you see all the open tasks that we're managing together to ensure you stay on track in reaching your financial goals. You'll get email notifications when these are due and when they're coming up. So now I want to bring our attention to the section under this little cog up here. This is your secure document vault, and this is where you can store all your important financial documents. And this is one way we can coordinate with other specialists on your advisory team, your CPA, family attorney, insurance agents, and any investment advisors or stockbrokers who are helping you manage investments, including alternative investments and private equity holdings. Your document vault allows you and your advisory team to access shared documents from anywhere. So, as an example, you could have tax returns, estate planning documents, life insurance policies, stock options, and so on and on. Your client portal is a great tool to see and evaluate your entire financial world with the ability to store your important financial documents all in one place, all while tracking tasks that keep you on task for accomplishing your most important financial goals. Now, let me show you how to go through your financial data and make updates prior to your annual review. This is one way that you can help to ensure that we have the most productive review meeting possible. You'll simply go to this profile section. Now, you'll notice the net worth, goals, income, savings, and expense sections. You can easily click into each of these, review and update any information that needs to be updated. So you'll first land on the net worth section, which holds your accounts, properties, and insurance information. They're all listed by bank, card, investment, stock plan, and other categories. You'll want to click on each one of these categories to review the information, and you can provide updates as needed. So notice you'll either find a manual account or a linked account, which is indicated by this little green check mark right here. Linked accounts update automatically, which makes it super easy for you to get ready for your annual review. And this is the real power of your private wealth portal, because it works in real time. But if you find that some of your accounts need to be updated on a manual basis, you'd simply click on those cards, adjusting any information. So for example, the balance, update that amount and click Save. And you could do that for each of these sections for each card: bank, investment, and loans. And I would encourage you to link all of your accounts. So let me show you how easy it is to do that. You just click this link account button, and then you would search for and then select your financial institution. You see a list of several here. At that point, you just simply put in your username and password that you use to log in normally into that account. And then go ahead and do that for all of your investment accounts, bank accounts, debit cards, and credit card accounts. So once all your accounts are linked, the only manual update that will be necessary will typically be under property, where you can update your home value, for example. In addition to property taxes, because property taxes typically go up unless you go, fight for it. Your annual insurance premiums, they may change. So you just change them, click Save. Under the Other tab, you'll see vehicles. So these vehicles can be updated. Just make sure you put in the current value. And it's also important to note that if, let's say, you sold a vehicle and you need to just delete it, just delete the card. You would just click here, click the X, and you can add your new vehicle, or you could just simply add the new vehicle in the current card. It's easy to do. But in order to add any account manually, you would click this drop down and select the appropriate account and add the information there. So it's really easy. Let's jump into the goals section now. And you'll see that this lists all of your financial goals. And we're tracking each of these goals for you. So if you need to make any updates or adjustments to any of your goals, you just simply click on the card, change the value, and then hit Save. You'll notice a retirement expense. You don't need to do anything here. This is the expense that we've entered, and it's based on your lifestyle expenses. And also the retirement, health, and long-term care costs. These are here for planning purposes, so you really don't need to do anything there either. If you have financial goals that are not listed here, you just click the drop-down, select the category, and input the information right there. Under the income section, this gives you the opportunity to update your salaries and other income sources. So if your salary has increased, you'll want to input that new gross amount and then click Save. If you're not collecting Social Security, nothing needs to be done here. These cards are not relevant yet. We'll grab the value from your Social Security statements that project what your benefit will be. But if you are collecting Social Security, go ahead and update with the correct monthly amount. If it's changed, just make sure that's in there. If you have income sources that are not listed here, just simply click the Add Income button, input the appropriate category and the right information that corresponds to the item, the income source. So now we move into the savings section, and this is where all your contributions are listed. So if you haven't changed any contribution, nothing needs to be changed here. But let's say you've changed your 401k allocation. You simply make that change right here, change any other information that needs to be changed, and again, click Save. You do that for each account, and if you've got a new contribution that you're making somewhere, anywhere, you can simply add that savings or that strategy through this drop down and you're good to go. Make sure you hit save. The last section is expenses. This is your lifestyle expense, which is in addition to the expenses shown in the net worth section, which are your property taxes, home insurance, and debt payments. This is a number that we've been using for planning purposes, and it's based on the number that you provided us in our first few meetings. So you may not want to make any changes here, especially if you've linked your bank and credit card accounts where we can use your actual spending to compare to this number. But you could have additional expenses that are not listed, like W-2 deductions, and you may want to review and update any changes that don't flow into the budget section. Or let's say your health insurance is being deducted from your paycheck and that your premium this year has increased. You would just go and input that new amount here and click Save. And you also may notice cards that have expenses that end prior to retirement. So in this example, we have an expense for children. You would click in here and adjust that expense if it needs to be updated. Once you've gone through each of the sections to review and update, you're done. Now, let's go back to the tasks section and bring up the task that related to providing annual review updates. And you've completed the first bullet. There will always be a couple minor bullets here for you to address throughout the year as we get ready for your next annual review. You'll receive update requests via email from Bayrock. For example, we may have asked you to answer a few questions specific to your situation that would help us get ready for your annual financial review. You would simply reply to those emails with your answers. And also, we may ask you for specific documents, and our email will include a link to make it super easy for you to upload those files to your secure private document vault. And just so you know, you can also upload documents to your private document vault right here. Well, that's a quick 10-minute tour of the platform. There's a lot more to it on our end, but as a client, your portal and the tools that we use to collaborate with your advisory team are a huge piece of the platform that we've built to deliver smarter strategies and better results for you and your family or your business. So now, let's take a quick look at the heart and the soul of what Bayrock does, the plan.